name is Lena Barrera, and I'm a reporter with the Tallahassee Democrat. And here today at FSU's campus, where there was just an active shooting. As you can see, there's all kinds of bystanders and students who've been evacuated from the student union where the shooting allegedly happened. We've heard rumors of multiple injuries, multiple deaths, and bodies seen, but nothing's been confirmed with any police departments. We have dozens of cops seen here with the Florida Highway Patrol, Tallahassee Police Department, Leon County Sheriff's Office, and more. And they're all surrounding the perimeter, looking to get more information. Students now are just standing outside, calling loved ones to recount what they've heard, what they saw, and just get picked up in the area.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Again, we are live on the scene at Florida State University where there was an active shooter. Loved ones are being called by students and staff. There's tons of law enforcement on the scene, U.S. Marshal included. You can see the crime scene tape and then the marshals walking in. Lots of tears being shed here. There were people seeing multiple injuries. I myself saw a body taken away. I do believe they were still conscious or alive at the time. There's helicopters overhead, a drone. I heard some staff telling each other that they heard several pops back to back to back. As we know more, we will continue to update stories on Tallahassee.com and keep you all informed on our socials and on our site. Tennessee is blocked off in front of the student union. Once again, we are live at Florida State University outside the Student Union, where there is or was an active shooter. Waiting on more details from law enforcement. Lots of students and staff are out here making calls home to loved ones, making sure they're safe and telling their loved ones that they're safe. Hundreds and hundreds of FSU students and staff were escorted out and they came out with their hands raised over their heads to show that they are safe and not a threat. Elena.
He said it's giving him flashbacks 10 years ago.
Do you have anything? We do not have confirmation on how many people were shot or how many shots were fired at this point in time. This is very new, developing. Once we have more details, we will keep everyone updated on our socials and on Tallahassee.com. Helicopters are overhead. There was a drone earlier.
We just heard now from an accounting senior at FSU named Matthew Lawrence. He said that he was inside when he heard the shooting, and he first just passed it off as construction nearby happening and didn't think anything of it, of the gunshots. And then eventually his entire class went against the window, cried, and locked the doors before the shooter potentially entered their room. So they waited until police came and got them, and before, until they knew it was safe to actually exit the building. Now we have to do anything else.
Helicopter overhead on campus. Again, we've seen U.S. Marshal, Leon County Sheriff, TPD, lots of law enforcement here on the scene. Where shots were fired. There is law enforcement over there by the Union. as we get more details, we will keep everyone informed of what law enforcement has said, what statements have been made. Several people who were inside were telling others that they heard shots just ring out one after another. FSU PD is also here. Their chief just happened to be around when it happened. I'm just gonna take some photos real quick.
Any questions? You can come down over here. I'll talk to you in a minute, ma'am. Okay, stay right there for a second. Everybody else who do not see or hear anything, start exiting towards the tunnels, towards the dormitory. If you heard or saw anything, come meet with an officer here.
Excuse me, sir.
I think you have a lot more pull than I do.
That's okay. It's crowded. It's not normal. It's not freaking normal. These are all people who saw it. So as you can see right now, people are leaving and then others are coming forward to share with officers what they saw or what they heard from the shooting inside the Union.
Did you see something, sir? Right here. Did you see something, sir? Would you like to speak about what you saw, sir?
If you guys don't mind, anybody who saw or heard anything, start lining up next to this fire truck for me, please. You're going to walk over that hall through the people. There's a little tunnel over there, and you can follow that over through the people. Okay? Just confirming everybody here saw or heard something, correct?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well, I already gave my speech. I'm going to go public drive.
Tell him that you're going to the tunnel, because that's the only way you can ride. Let me call him back.
We are live at Florida State University where there were reports of an active shooter. Several people have been taken by ambulance. Law enforcement has asked that if you did not see or hear anything, to leave through the tunnel that goes under Tennessee. And then if you did see or hear something, they have people lined up right here to speak with law enforcement, to share what their version of what happened. Again, lots of law enforcement personnel here from TPD, LCSO, U.S. Marshal. There is a helicopter overhead. Phone calls have been made by people on campus to their friends and family. Lots of tears have been shed. Tennessee is closed down. As of right now, we don't have confirmation on numbers as far as injuries, deaths, anything of that sort. As we learn more, we will keep you all informed on Tallahassee.com, here on Facebook, and all of our other socials. Law enforcement was seen going inside the building not too long ago. We have a couple officers outside right now, several over here talking with students and staff. This line of people right here are ones who witnessed either sounds or saw it take place, and they are waiting to speak with law enforcement to get their statements. Everybody else has been asked to leave through the tunnel underneath Tennessee. I see 2 officers exiting the building right now. State trooper now going in. At this point in time, we don't have numbers of injuries, deaths, anything of that sort. As we know more, we will let you all know. Go talk to him. Wait, she's with me. Yeah. Law enforcement is all the way down, blocking roadways. Highway patrol, state troopers. We got some up on Tennessee blocking. Helicopter overhead. Earlier there was a drone. Again, this line right here are witnesses that heard or saw something occur, and they are waiting to give their statement to law enforcement. Everybody else was asked to leave through the tunnel. I can see people being escorted out over here, their way back there. You can see through the trees more law enforcement personnel coming out, as well as bystanders are walking with their hands up. It's through the trees, guys. At this time, we don't have confirmation on numbers of injuries, casualties, shooters for that matter. As we know more, we will keep you all updated.
There's two people's shoes. They handcuffed somebody right there. I just spoke with two students who were inside at the time. They said they were in the basement of the student union when the shooting started happening. They heard shots and then they immediately started doing everything they could to barricade the door and barricade their location. And they said their active shooter trainings that they've had in grade school were really helpful, and touted that as a really good methods that they would actually implemented in what they did today. They said they stacked a bunch of trash cans, whatever they could find, to create a barrier, anything to slow the person down, because they know that, or they said that they know that slowing them down is going to get them to stop, because they're just trying to get as good as once. But yeah, they said when they left, they saw somebody handcuffed. I haven't confirmed anything with any law enforcement officials, but just based on what eyes here said, there's two people potentially that were involved, and both have potentially been handcuffed and taken away for questioning. More investigative efforts are happening still, and there are some students lined up waiting to talk to police who might have seen something. Others are just waiting to see if they can get their belongings, as everything's still inside, and they just walked out and left. I spoke with another student who said he was in the adjacent building next to the student union, and they were all locked in their sales lab where they were at, and were waiting for police. They heard a lot of yelling downstairs, and it turned out to be the cops, and they all safely evacuated them from the building, and we're waiting here just like the rest of us, what's been going on.
As we know more, we will keep you all updated. There will be a press conference shortly, and we will know more from that. TPD will be present, and possibly FSU PD. As we know more, we will let you all know, but for now, this is what we know. We will keep you all updated. More people are being brought out at this time. Their hands are up. Law enforcement is helping guide them out. The officer is asking if anybody saw anything rather than just hearing. Tables and chairs have been brought in by FSU facilities to help law enforcement with their efforts. Once again, we are at Florida State University, where there was at least one active shooter. We have not confirmed it with law enforcement yet, how many there were, how many injuries. We do know there were people injured. People did see bodies. This line is witnesses. Good, how are you? This line is witnesses waiting to give their statement to law enforcement. There's law enforcement currently inside the student union. Anybody who did not hear or see anything was asked to leave. There will be a press conference shortly where we will learn more details from TPD and other law enforcement.
We've heard from TMH that there have been 6 patients brought that are being treated for injuries right now. No update on casualties, still just what people have been saying. We've heard that people are in custody. Confirmed at least 1, potentially a second, like I mentioned earlier. And there's a lot of activity happening here. Tallahassee Fire Department Chief Sanders is here, and everyone's mobilizing. And again, there should be a press conference before
Yo, I gotta catch that salmon.
Yeah, that's right. What's up? Yeah, we got it.
Y'all can hit that sidewall right there. That'll be good for you to go.
All right, we will update you all once we hear more at the press conference. For now, this is all we know.